I just went live.
Alright, I'm gonna be first. I'm gonna be watching stream.
Yeah, let's wait. I don't have the blurps alerts turned on yet.
I'm still gonna be watching.
Give me a second. You have to wait until the stream starting thing is over officially, because that's technically a separate stream, and if I add the blurps page, it fucks up my OBS for some reason. Also, you know, I do want you to be first, Dallas. So as soon as if you want to be first. I don't think the blurps work on, Hi, Blecker. Riley Jones is in stream as well. I didn't even alert anybody that we're actually going live, that I'm live yet. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot that Mario helped set up the stream cord thing. We'll be joined on commentary here tonight by the one and only Troy, the Puff Lord himself, who's been doing has been doing some crazy grinding on my island. You want to talk about that before we get started here?
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but I've been streaming my island, and I only took 20 hours to beat all of Chapter 1 and 2 and most of Chapter 3. What y'all know about that insane grind?
I don't know, because I don't play my island. I go into the store, buy my cool shoes, and leave.
Buy my cool shoes and leave, but doesn't have big elbows though.
What do we guess?
What do we guess? You know, in
Sorry, I had to buy some. Sorry, I had to buy some Jordans.
You bought Jordans?
Yes, Garrett Rogers wears Jordans. Garrett Rogers wears Jordans.
What was that?
Bro, I own Jordans.
Chat, we all know Towers Jordans are doing the split.
Doing the what?
I'm doing the split.
To be fair, I wear my Converse way more than I wear my Jordans. Converse are so comfy, but Jordan 1s also dumb comfortable. I just wear those when I want to look a little stylish.
I respect that.
And then, you know, my Converse are my everyday shoes. I will wear those. I've worn the same pair of Converse to 18 fish shows. All right.
Yeah, we'll get that main event, guys.
Yeah, here. Let's give a little rundown of the card. We're gonna be seeing Colt Danielson make his return to TWF, facing off against Austin Theory. We're gonna see Bruce Ward and Matthew James in a TWF Pure Honor match. Then we're gonna see Patty Nolan making her debut, facing Sandra Sammartino here tonight. We got Bruce. I double booked Bruce Ward. We're gonna change that.
What the fuck?
I didn't mean to book him twice.
Well, so let's get a rundown of it, and then proceeds to put the starting stream soon.
Oh, what do we? I'm giving a rundown. You don't see what's actually going on. I'm gonna swing yet. All right. Replacing Bruce Ward now instead of him pulling double duty. It is Koshi Inyamura. Good thing he was hanging out backstage. Holy fuck. Then we got Meat Mountain going to be challenging the Queen's Bloodline. We're locking them in the cell, so no outside shenanigans will happen. We'll see what happens here while these two bigger-than-life personality teams face off for the tag team titles here. We also have another cage match here. Felix Wagner and Harrison B. Last week on MayheM, they took it to a double countout, and we, as the TWF ruling and governing body set to 8s, we have to go to a cage match to decide a winner here. These two will run it back here. Then we have a 4-way dance for the junior title here. We'll see Trevion Asino, El Tigre de Papura, Brandon Galaxy, and El Vacío all do battle. We'll have a 3-way dance for the women's U.S. title as Kennedy Ann, Olivia Vargas, and Mariah Monroe will all do battle. 3-way dance rules. We have a one-on-one match between Samantha James and Riley Jones for the TWF Women's World Championship. Steve Hollywood and Garrett Rogers will face off in a one-on-one matchup as well. And then our main event of the evening, a double Jeopardy title match, the TWF Television Championship and the US title up for grabs here. Dylan Stormer, Troy Nolan, the first double champion we have had in TWF in quite some time. The last double champion we had was Matthew James when he unified the TWF Triple Crown Championship with the TWF World's Heavyweight Championship. So we have all that and more. By the way, before we start stream, ladies and gentlemen, I have to let you all know that this stream is brought to you by DC Dark Legion. If you want to help out TWF and Tagged Up Tyler, you could download DC Dark Legion by using !DCDL in the Twitch chat and downloading it. Also, every download pops up on screen, almost like you're doing a text-to-speech message. So it's... And like I said, every dollar goes to me that is installed through the app. So much appreciation. But we're ready for our first matchup here tonight. We'll start a little bit early, as my color commentator here is going to be calling the action down the middle right here with me. Puff Lord 86.
Hello.
Or Jays.
Hello. ¿Dónde está el bottle?
Oh no, Dallas, you have more shoes than me. Who's dusting the win here in this matchup between Austin Theory and the one and only Colt Danielson? We'll find out here. Well, yeah, I would do that too, chat, if we didn't have our entrances on.
Chat, we all need to get Colt Danielson a cheer because he's going to fucking... I need to mute my other TV. That's what needs.
TWF Monday Mayhem getting started here live at the Hammerstibe Ballroom in New York City. Last week we ran at Madison Square Garden. We just had to go right down the street to our hometown here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have this named Austin Theory.
Austin Theory is making his way to the ring. His first time in the hollow halls of the TWF arena.
But first.
I don't know about you guys, but I think he's too much of himself. He literally has chicken.
You think he's too full of himself?
Yeah, he has chicken legs.
He
Well, it's
is.
one of those people that goes to the gym and only body. Bo's never hit wet day in his life.
As our predictions going live here, nobody's bet on Colt Danielson nor Austin Theory here tonight.
I'm betting on Colt Danielson. He's gonna take it in. He's gonna take it home tonight.
826 bet on Austin Theory here in our TWF live predictions. I mean, Puff Lord even... As we getting started here, we have a big marquee match, a rematch between Harrison B and Felix Wagner. This time they're going to be locked into the side of the steel cage. Last week on TWF, we saw Matthew James and Jacob Morrison team up and decide to take out the Cactus. The governing body here is trying to scramble to find a new commissioner as the Cactus is in the hospital.
Let's go, chat. Give a round of applause for Colt Danielson coming in looking like a...
Colt Danielson getting a big pop here at the Hammerstibe Ballroom live in New York City. A man, a former Golden Glove winner. You know, he said he's answering his return, and he said he wants an open challenge to anybody in TWF that wants to face him, the former US champion. So we'll have to... Troy, what do you think of the new attire that Colt Danielson's sporting here? A lot flashier than he used to his old attire.
I'm really liking it, but I don't know about bringing Boston gloves inside the square circle. I think it's really gonna bring down his striking power.
You think the gloves aren't gonna help him out here?
Nah, I think the gloves low-key gonna give him a little bit of cushion. You know, Austin Theory's kind of advantage. Bare knuckles.
As we see Austin Theory trying to lock in a camel clutch variation, but Colt Danielson slips out of it quickly as he falls into the champion's corner here. TWF is brought to you by Tagged Up Tyler and Pufflord86 here. If you guys are new, make sure you drop a follow. I'm shooting to get to that 300 follower mark, as well as trying to phone.
Danielson is feeling very, very aggressive.
Yeah, he is showing a lot more aggression than he was showing before. But Austin Theory also showing some good aggression. But Colt Danielson dodging out of his single leg pump kick and delivers a beautiful drop kick of his own. What a jawbreaker reversal by Austin Theory as he locks him up and tries to collar and elbow tie up now.
Oh, Danielson gets it by the waist.
Well, Austin Theory keeps that headlock clenched in, while Theory is also busted open here. Looks like he's trying to put that forearm
He
into the
already
side.
busted open?
He is already busted open, only 2 minutes into this matchup.
Oh my days.
Danielson showing that he might be locking his fists for Austin Theory's protection here by using the boxing gloves.
That might be what is happening. There's no way that you got busted open.
Going for the diving axe handle. We see Austin Theory.
What kind of uppercut to the chest?
Oh, a single hook leg brain buster on the outside here. The fans in New York getting riled up. The TWF arena is feeling the energy here as TWF started here in these hollowed halls, and they love to come back and bring the action every time they can. They're in New York.
Oh, he's gonna do him right on the drop. Oh, dropped his head right onto his knee. Oh, Danielson might be concussed. Oh, no. Throws him into the fucking stairs like a psycho.
These men fighting out here, they're fighting under TWF rules. That 20 count in effect. Is Danielson going to get into the ring? No, he's scaling the turnbuckle now. What does this man have?
Oh, he's telling him to get up because he calls him a jabroni.
As he hits a lariat, resetting the count. Danielson just puts his fist in front of him and what is going on here, you guys? There we go.
I'm confused. Because the audience is confused as me what just happened right there.
2-minute promo. Holy hell. Oh, thank you, Mario. I forgot about chat box. Chris UI Racing and your overlay being better. Drops him right.
And he drops Austin Theory on the top turnbuckle to a face buster. He does not like jumping on him while he's on the ground. He always tells him to get up.
He really wants him to get up. That diving axe handle keen to bite him in the ass as a power slam by Theory, center of the ring. Like to listen to the
and Colt Danielson with the reversal.
I would love to play the audio, but we don't have I don't have stock footage of like him talking. Grayson Waller.
Oh, what's happening? Grayson Waller with
showing
a pop-up.
Making his appearance here and distracting Danielson. Theory might be trying to steal a win here.
Why 8 pound down under a bunch of wax.
Danielson able to kick out before the referee even got a 1 here. Waller thought he could distract Colt Danielson, but Danielson has his eye on the prize here in TWF. Goes for a Superman punch in the corner, but Theory with a reversal. They go behind the tie-up as he pulls a
clothesline.
Oh, shades of Billy Kidman reversing out of the powerbomb by Theory. A super kick is Theory. What does he got? Okay, I see. The overhead shot here. There's a power slam, taking him down. Theory in control after Danielson's blunder, and a slingshot Hope over the top rope. Theory bleeding here, giving his blood for TWF, trying to show that he's got some heart and passion, but sidestep by Colt Danielson. A running knee strike, goes for the cover. Will this be enough to put him away here? Colt Danielson with a big win in his return, defeating Austin Theory.
That was a giant win. Austin Theory showing that he's going to try and pull anything out to win, but still a giant jabroni.
He definitely did. Even after Grayson Waller showed up trying to distract Danielson and the referee told him to get back there, he doesn't have his manager's license in TWF. He's not allowed to be out at ringside.
Was literally trash. Shout out to Colt Danielson showing why the TWF is just a superior company.
The new Colt Danielson attire showing off a big ambition here and showing that he's shooting for the stars after an enormous win here against the man, the myth, the legend, Austin Theory. Take that back to NXT. Jabroni. Colt the Diamond Danielson. He's applying the pressure here in TWF. Up next, we're going to have Matthew James face off against Bruce Ward in our next matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. TWF Pure Honor Championship. Jacob Morrison going to be in the corner of Matthew James. These two were in a team together, they now known as the Tijuana World Order. We'll have to see if Matthew James is going to keep, and these two keep their cool. They both jumped the cactus last week after their amazing Pure Honor match. Matthew James versus Bruce Ward. Shh, Mario, shh. I don't know what you're talking about. Trust the process. Bruce Ward making his way to the ring. I did not greenlight this pyro. Gonna burn down the stage here.
This man Bruce looks like he ate Bane.
Bro looks like he is on the juice. 35-9.
Bro is the juice. What do you mean?
Bruce the Juice Ward will be facing off against the longest reigning ever TWF heavyweight champion. But now he said he wants to elevate the honor and prestige of the Pure Honor Championship. The former longest reigning Pure Honor champion right behind him, Morrison. These two jumped the cactus last week. Took him out of commission. The cactus is resting up in the hospital trying to get better after they ended up cracking his ankle, giving him a hairline fracture, and he's recovering now. Bufflord 86 is the man, the myth, the legend, commentating with me here tonight as we have our first
Hello,
ever
everybody. I hope everyone is well there.
He is a fellow WWE 2K creator, going crazy on the My Island and My Faction grinds. He's joining up for TWF here tonight. You also hear him play some games with us from time to time besides just playing wrestling. Guys, give a big shout out and a follow to Pufflord86 if you haven't.
Hello, everybody.
Matthew James doing a whole lot in the first year of TWF, laying down the groundwork for the longest reigning champion, 4 months and 14 days as the world's heavyweight champion.
I'm faded as hell, Mario. I was doing inside of my stream where it was everything taken down. Lost. So I'm pretty high right now.
That's why he said he's pretty stony baloney.
Yeah, I'm a little stony baloney. 300 and what now?
This is a big beefy boy. Matthew James from Orlando, a good old Florida boy, facing off against Bruce Ward here. The TWF Pure Honor champion. This is the first title defense he's had of the Pure Honor championship, and the former Pure Honor champion is in his corner. This is a very unique thing. They both, after their match, they worked together, colluded, and decided to jump the cactus and create a power struggle here in TWF.
This man, Matthew James, has been on a tear. He's going championship to championship.
He's claiming the titles, but he's not doing much with the titles.
Right. He's not defending them that much. Usually loses them 1 to 3 defenses. But guess what? Bruce is going to show that it's going to happen again.
But Matthew with a quick reversal. It looks like they were expecting Bruce to get a quick, go for a quick move off the top. Morrison pulling the referee out and just said, hey, I need to talk to you. But Morrison, the name of the game is the Pure Honor Championship here. Best 2 out of 3 falls.
Alright, side note, this is the first time I've ever seen an AI actually grab the fucking ref as a manager. What the hell?
Matthew James, with a Superman punch. He ducks under the lariat that Bruce Ward trying to mount an offense back, but hits him with a spear. He's going to go for the cover here. Will this be enough to put away Bruce Ward in the first early goings? No, but it does draw out a 2 count. Just why does Troy sound like a drunk Jerry Lawler without the perverted commentary is crazy work. Puppies! Matthew James with a springboard European uppercut, taking Bruce Ward down. This man is known for fighting giants his whole career, but now he is known as the Giant of TWF, a man that has gone from title to title and just takes and seems to take what he wants. Stacks him up and power bombs him.
My days.
Peaky Blinders.
It's not just Peaky Blinders, it's Peaky fucking Blinders.
Matthew James feeling the rage inside of him as he tells him to get up. This is a best 2 out of 3 falls situation. Matthew is in control of this, and with a spin out, shades of John Cena right there with that spin out suplex. Oh, but Bruce Ward able to get the knee up just in the nick of time and stop and quit Matthew's momentum, but Bruce Ward keeping Matthew down after a hip toss. Matthew grabbing him by the back of the hair. Bruce Ward fighting out quickly, elbows to the gut. Does Matthew actually stand a chance against Bruce Ward, or do you think Bruce Ward's gonna make, Morrison removing that turnbuckle, and it pays, and it ends up biting Matthew James in the back, in the ass, as he was trying to help him out. Referee does need to replace that. We do have an O-block death match here in New York City. A 10-minute Iron Man match, falls count anywhere. Morrison distracting Ward here as Matthew's able to get and send him with an Irish whip, sending him over the ropes, but Ward hangs onto the ropes. Matthew brings him in with authority and sends him back in. A big guillotine leg drop by the lone wolf, Matthew James.
Bruce might be out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
The
He
first
got
pinfall.
decapitated with that.
That's the first pinfall as
Oh.
Matthew James picks him up, and oh.
I'm Jimmy Johnson.
Boom, confetti. That's what Matthew James is about to be doing after that power bomb.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bruce Ward able to kick out and keep the match alive,
Bruce
and
kicked
rolls.
out. Oh my god.
Oh god, I thought that man was dead there.
My god, I thought he was dead.
Bruce Ward here firing up. The crowd seems to be getting behind him here in New York City as he picks up Matthew for a spine buster. You see Morris, the former champion, looking for something under the ring and decides against it.
Qualifications off on this?
Qualifications are on.
Oh, so he was aiming to make his teammates lose.
I think he was trying to maybe
Because
get.
you throw.
I think he was trying to distract the referee so maybe Matthew could do some dirty business here, like a low blow. Springboard
Also, he was trying
moonsault
to go
into an
to
elbow
his
drop.
traditions and his inspirations of Eddie Guerrero. I see.
Dummy. Yeah.
He's trying to
Matthew
be
James,
a lying,
one fall up here.
cheeky dog.
Oh, the Superman punch as Bruce Ward goes for another lariat and Matthew James hits him with a spear and just splatters him. And Matthew James with the LA Knight dummy, yeah. Able to see him retain his Pure Honor Championship against newcomer Bruce Ward.
I'm Jimmy Johnson.
Boom, confetti.
Chad, we all know the guy. Matthew James needed help from his inspirational manager, and that is Jacob Wilson. Had to help this man because he knew Bruce was the superior wrestler.
I made a luchador. Made a new luchador. Interesting. It's in Caw Showcase. Hell yeah. Matthew James with that decapitating leg drop, that guillotine leg drop from the top. Only way it could have been more Mario, it basically, as soon as the referee counted 3, it went, I'm Jimmy Johnson. Boom, confetti. Matthew James just waking up from a nap here.
Just woke up from a nap to fucking miss his match. What a fucking jabron. This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew James needed his manager because he had a headache. Only way he was able to win.
That elbow drop.
Ooh, Mario with the hot take. Sheesh.
A big spear.
Mario
as
with
Matthew
the hot take.
Mario. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Matthew James with a Bro does make a lot of wrestlers. He didn't, and he said, but he is right. He only role plays as Meat Mountain, so I did put Koshi and Felix. Felix and Harrison had a banger that ended up in a double count out, and I'm like, well, we need to run this back and see who wins. Matthew disrespecting the Pure Honor Championship, swinging it around.
He is swinging that like a helicopter. I wonder what else Matthew can swing.
You definitely don't. It looks more like a. I did one Felix and Koshi. I did one Felix. I like Koshi a lot. Koshi is just one of those characters that I feel like we can keep bringing in every once in a while because, you know, like I said, or like Bucker said, he doesn't roleplay as him. It was just almost like a jabroner, a jaboner.
A jaboner?
Yeah. Our next match, we're going to see the debut of Patty Nolan. Not from O-Block. Out from California.
Not from California.
We'll be taking on Sandra San Martino here, ladies and gentlemen. Sandra San Martino is on a losing streak. Hey, yo, jabronis. Get out, you got.
Oh, my girlfriend's calling me. I'll be muted real quick.
Patty Nolan's literally calling Puff Lord. Someone needs to make it up. I tried to update it, but yeah, there's just a whole lot. As we get onto our matchup here, hopefully they actually have their entrances on. UK's been being weak. Ah, yes. Patty Nolan making her way to the TWF arena here, the Hollowed Halls.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Riverside, California. Platinum, Patricia Nolan.
Beat Mountains are challenging for the tag team titles. They lost them last night to the Queen, or last week to the Queen's Bloodline, and they wanted their rematch. And to make sure there's no outside interference. Actually, Mario, that's a good idea. We could probably do that after TWF tonight. Patricia Nolan getting a mixed reaction from the crowd here. Not sure how they feel about her. Does her hat say O Block Baddie? She will be having her first match here against Sandra Sammartino. Sammartino wanted to get back into the U.S. women's competition, but she's been suffering so many losses here on TWF.
And her opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, Sandra
Sammartino making her way to the ring of the inaugural TWF United States Women's Champion, but losing the title in short order here. She was not able to reclaim the title, and she's been on a downward spiral since. Will tonight be the night that she can finally get an upset win and finally break that losing streak, or will we see Patty Nolan get her first win here in TWF? As the referee calls for the bell here, Patty starting off hot with a big single leg drop kick, taking Sammartino down. A wheelbarrow to a DDT, keeping Sammartino stunned in place. Going up top, springboard moonsault. Shades of Jacob Fatu and Christopher Daniels there. And now the cover. Only a 1 count is Sammartino, pushing her off quickly. Go behind. Karana and takes down Sammartino quickly.
My girlfriend is whooping ass. Kicking my ass. Oh, chat. My girlfriend is now getting a face in.
Sammartino with a lariat taking her down.
Oh.
Patty Nolan going crazy. Is she wearing black Air Forces?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I don't want to mess
Used
with
to
this.
have those.
I don't want to mess with her.
My first later, she had a pair, but then they got torn up by the dog.
Patty keeping control of this matchup. Sammartino looking laid out here. Black, are you ready? Don't cough up a lung. Oh, she's scaling these turnbuckles quickly, might I add. And she flies coast to coast, going from LA to New York in quick succession.
Days.
Making it out, and she's pulling Sammartino into the center of the ring to make sure that there's no rope breaks. But instead, she goes to the corner instead, and oh, Sammartino gets a knee up and able to stop Nolan. Nolan not looking good as she's in an electric chair. Face slam, center of the ring. Good thing TWF smartened up and got rid of the metal-plated logo in the center of the ring. San Martino with a Riptide powerbomb, trying to put away Nolan here in her first match, and sorts it. Do you have a Doug Dimmadome fucking poster for her?
Yeah.
That literally just took me out of the fucking moment. I saw that in the background and I just...
It says Dimmadome tape. Dimmadome. Shit.
Yeah, that metal logo really hurt. Although TWF does try to is planned accordingly. TWF has tried to plan accordingly, so instead of us doing 9 shows or 9 matches for the card, I feel that one. Working 2 jobs is no easy feat, man. Literally nothing. Sandra San Martino with a win here over Riley, and nobody bet on San Martino. As we move on to our next matchup, Koshi and Yamura will be taking on the Doom Nibis in a lights out title matchup here tonight in the Hammerstibe Ballroom. Let's get a prediction going, ladies and gentlemen. Who is destined to win the lights out title here? Koshi and Yamura. Doom Nibis. Doom Nibis is your champion going into this matchup. I didn't turn on entrances, did I? Of course I didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, Jaboni shit. Why? I have entrances turned on in settings. Why does it always turn off entrances in 2K? This is so dumb.
Because the game's butt cheeks. You should know this, man.
Koshi in a lights out title matchup here. A big opportunity for the Korean Cannonball here in TWF. But he's going up against a man who doesn't like to lose. The one and only Doom Nibis, the longest reigning US champion in TWF history, with a successful 49 title defenses. But TWF was running 3 shows a week at that point, and he was running an open challenge, so the fact that he even got to that high is insane.
The fight is scheduled for one fall and is for the Action Championship.
The lights out title, and yes, I did remember his nickname. Koshi, a big man of speed, gonna try his hand out in this lights out title matchup. We see him feeling blessed to walk in these hollowed halls. Koshi and Yamura fighting his way out and looking to see the glory in TWF here tonight.
He looks like Tien, but with hair.
Like Tien from Dragon Ball?
Yeah. And Tyler did.
Oh my god, I can totally see it if he had the little eye right there. Perfect. It would be Tien with a mohawk. Oh my god. Tien's sweet though in Dragon Ball Fighters, I'm gonna be real.
Yes, but it looks like Tien.
That should show you some Koreans.
Show you all some
Hell yeah.
What the fuck even is life anymore?
Bro's about to pull out the Neo Tri-Beam.
Swear.
Oh my god. Tien with hair really got me. Ultra Koshi Splash.
Ultra Koshi smashes.
The Neo Frog
Neo
Splash.
Frog.
Yeah, the Neo Frog Splash might go hard. I like that. On the Steve Hollywood claimed that he's the big bad booty daddy of TWF. He is scheduled to go one-on-one against Garrett Rogers here tonight. Garrett Rogers winning, demanding to be inserted into a three-way dance between El Fuego Loco and DeJounte Winters. The Neo Lowdown actually sweet. That's actually that sounds like a fucking sweet rap song. I'm not gonna lie. Doob Nivis, the longest reigning TWF United States champion in history, used to go by the alias the Big Salami. He's embraced the darker side now, as he is now the Doom Nivis.
Introducing the challenger from Yamaguchi, Japan, weighing in at 207.
Now residing in Yamaguchi because the Korean Cannibal Koshi Inyamura having the fight.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Action Champion.
Because we all know I'm the big pump and I'll go woo whenever. And Scott Steiner hated Ric Flair, and it's funny that you're combining like Scott Steiner and Ric Flair together. Koshi, having his first attempt at the TWF Lights Out Championship, will be facing a big name opponent, a former World Heavyweight Champion in TWF. Hey yo, my commentator saying, is that Pitbull in a tracksuit? When did Pitbull join the TWF ring crew?
Bro, I hired him for a one-night stand. Do you see that guy in the white shirt? That's Edge. That's Adam Copeland, I swear.
Oh my god, you're right. I didn't realize that
You know who
TWF
he
had...
actually looks like? That looks like Jax from fucking Sons of Anarchy.
I was gonna say, he looks like Jamie Noble.
He does kind of actually.
Get Christian Cage out of the ring. Koshi and Yamura picking up Doom Nivis, but Doom Nivis with a reversal and a jawbreaker. But Koshi not gonna go out without a fight. Doom Nivis knows, the former hockey player turned pro wrestler, knows what it takes to be in a big, mean fight. But Koshi, the Korean Cannonball, wrestling that Korean strong style over in New Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah, you know he's got some fight in him. He's got the fighting spirit, which is why TWF. Dude in the gray shirt is Bobby Lashley.
Damn, he just threw Koshi straight out the ring with no ropes. That though.
Working over the neck now,
Gave him
Koshi.
the Spike Dudley treatment.
Giving him the Spike Dudley treatment is crazy work, but agreed. Doom Nivis keeping the pressure applied on Koshi here.
Koshi said, "Get off me, peasant."
As Koshi, Koshi with going for a big slam, might have been looking to send Doom Nivis on top of that barricade, but Doom Nivis with a Scorpion Death Drop, but a kick to the head of the Doom Nivis.
Is that a blurb? I feel like that should be.
What?
Such a.
Doom Nivis?
Get the tables.
Oh, Devon get the tables?
Yeah.
Oh wait, my new favorite blurb that's really expensive.
I was about to waste another minute of our time with Jesus Christ. I've listened to 17 minutes of this. What?
We see Koshi getting in control over Doom Nivis, but Doom Nivis rolling out of the way. She fired up as we getting the New Jack treatment as Fish Place Tweezer. Korean crucifixion bomb. Igor Jonesy bouncing off the barricade. Koji throwing Doom Nimbus outside, but he kicks up. Loud noises.
Oh, package pile driver outside. My God, he's going to the.
My God, that is so loud. A kick right to the face. We see Doom Nimbus might be looking to keep Koshi out of the ring and keep the fight out there, but Koshi looks like he's picking him up for a pile driver. No, looks like he has him in a gory special. Oh, what a extra torque on a flatliner there, taking Doom Nimbus down. But Doom Nimbus slipping out, able to see the submission hold about to be applied by Koshi. Doom Nimbus catching his breath after and slowly walking up to Koshi, who is thrown and on the outside here. The Hammerstibe Ballroom giving their praise. German suplex, the emo boy special by Doom Nimbus. As Doom Nimbus has said he's tired of playing, he's bringing out the weapons. Will the referee call it after the chair shot? But no, Koshi gets out quickly, able to punch the chair right into Doom Nimbus' face, turns him around. An uppercut as Doom Nimbus bouncing off that LED screen, looking to try to make him tap out here. Locks in the hammer lock. Oh, puts the pressure applied to the back of the neck. Doom Nimbus might give up here. No, he fights out valiantly. He is not going out and losing this title without a fight. The stalling suplex, the jackhammer. Referee doesn't call it. Koshi's still fighting in this match. Oh, an emo boy driver outside of the and the referee calls it there. Jonesy with a successful title defense here tonight.
And someone called the ambulance because Koshi got his neck broken.
Definitely just got his neck broken.
That was a
Koshi
pile driver outside of the ring. My daddy taught
Koshi
me
with a
that
12-hour
pile drivers in wrestling is deadly.
But Koshi didn't go out without a fight, dropping Doom Nimbus on his neck as well. These two men are going to have definite serious implications on their wrestling career. That go to sleep, the German suplex combo. What a vicious. Rip his neck. Give him my full handed. A successful title. Bro can't use. Bro has burnt the whole palm of his hand.
I want to give you this.
Doom Nimbus with a big win here, successfully defending his Lights Out Championship, showing that he is the man, the myth, the legend, the big salami himself.
This is the type of man we need as a champion.
This man
right here is the prime definition of a TV Lights Out champion.
of the TWF Lights Out Champion here, defending that title with honor
That's
after
what
winning it. Our next matchup entrances are off. They're on now. We see Meat Mountain challenge for those tag team titles against the Queen's Bloodline.
Well, that just means it's time to learn how to be pedestrian. Nah, I'm sorry to hear that you're by yourself. But
Jonesy has not been the longest Lights Out champion, Matthew. The current longest reigning Lights Out champion is Big Red Benson, and holding the title for 6 weeks. Gotta learn how to goon with the left.
damn right, and then eventually you gotta learn how to toes.
Yeah, you gotta use the toes to goon, bro.
Well, you gotta literally break your kneecap to do it. I highly recommend highest.
Or you could go to MayheM Manson WoW and we'll move 2 of your whibs.
But that's trying to use your mouth. I'm talking about toes, you know? So then you can spin it like an owl. It's
The
been a while,
cell
like
has
a
been
helicopter.
assembled here after the ring crew. Meat Mountain will be meeting the Queen's Bloodline locked inside this cell here. They are gonna fight for those tag team championships. Not a true toner.
See, we understand.
Tyreek and Nathan Hammerstone, these two are a force to be reckoned with in the ring. The Golden Vision, or Meat Mountain as they like to be known as when they're just tagging together. These men are massive men with the brawn. Nathan Hammerstone allegedly hitting over 23 miles an hour with his sprints. Not gonna want to get hit with that freight train of meat.
I don't like how this is being set up. Any jokes, but I can't make jokes because we are on live television. My mama once taught me that if I can't say anything, I just don't. Oh.
Pack, we're currently doing my weekly wrestling show where the viewers make wrestlers and we tell little fun stories. Which way make the joke?
All I'm saying is you can't say we're gonna get went through by meat while there's two giant men named Meat Mountain who probably fondle each other to Twain. Okay, I don't know, man. There's something going on here. There's something here that can Sam going on here, and I don't know what's happening.
Shout out Dallas for the TWF, the big salami, and the cactus emotes. All custom emotes I made. I need to make some more racing emotes.
Shout out to Powers.
Definitely a couple of food cakes behind a button.
So he understands.
One half of the tag team champions making his way.
3-time TWF moneymaker.
Damn Dallas, Dallas really wants his own emote.
I'm sorry, I'm crying right now. I love, like, I don't know how to properly say this, so I'm sorry if anyone takes offense to this, but I love when people like Jake are like, you know what, I am one, and I'm still gonna make the most out of pocket jokes. And that's just funny as fuck. I met a couple of my homies.
The other half of the tag team champions, Dylan Parker making his way to the ring. His cousin Kobe McCarthy waiting for him as already there. You wonder if the dissension between the Queen's Bloodline is felt as they don't come out together as a cohesive unit. They both make separate entrances.
That literally screams not a real tag team. They don't even you. What is this tag team? I don't understand. They don't wear the same gear. The only thing they have in common is that they wear necklaces.
Let's get
I don't understand.
Dallas letting us know we're ready to rumble here. The cell is being lowered here tonight.
It hurts me to say this, but I hope Meat Mountain wins.
Meat Mountain, former two-time tag team champions, looking to make it three-time here tonight and regain those tag team titles against the one-time tag team champions. The Brokeback Mountain crew, damn, the spice is heating up here. Jacob Morrison stating that he wants a piece of Meat Mountain.
So I'll take him in a 1v2.
Nathan Hammerstone taking a big shot on his chest, but I forgot to bet. Fiddlesticks. Going for the cover here.
Wait, excuse me. Jay said he wants Meat Mountain?
Yes.
Excuse me? What are we?
Restarting the prediction. Sorry, chat. I forgot to bet.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. He said, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Wait, time out.
Yeah, I don't want to wing mount like that. So I shouldn't book you guys' hotel room? I figured you guys are gonna be rooming together for the next TWF show.
He said that we were just gonna get bunk beds.
That's not true. That's not damn true. All right, bro's pulling out the Kurt Angle sounds. Wait. They're little boys, and I'm a man, and I'm a man who likes stuff. Wait. 2,000 tokens bet on the Queen's Bloodline as Meat Mountain trying their damnedest. Kobe McCarthy with a DDT on Tyreek. Will that be enough to put him away? Nathan Hammerstone sending Dylan Parker back into the ring, and this has been chaos. Tyreek able to break out. Dylan Parker with a quick roll up. McCarthy driving him into the mat with that Death Valley driver as Dylan Parker with an offside moonsault. Nathan Hammerstone kicking out at one, showing that fortitude inside of him. Tyreek taking into the fight to McCarthy on the outside of the ring here. Hammerstone takes a quick slingshot. McCarthy and Tyreek fighting both at the corner here. Tyreek busted out of the cell, and McCarthy following right behind him. Hammerstone following as well. The jawbreaker. Oh, these men all taking it to the outside here, reversing jawbreakers. Tyreek not looking good as he's outside the ring. Tyreek is a mad lad as he's taking it up top. Dylan Parker and Hammerstone fighting and beefing down. Oh no. Hammerstone's down as the Queen's Bloodline trying to capture and corner Tyreek. Tyreek fighting a 2-on-1. Oh, it takes a... All of them are out of the cell, fighting on top. Oh, the big slam on top that would have surely broken through. The referee's even getting in on this. Dylan Parker. Jesus Christ, Hammerstone, what are you doing? Hammerstone throwing himself off the top of the cell as Tyreek and Nick McCarthy. Yeah, Hammerstone just might be dead. The 2-on-1 is... Jesus Christ.
You know, sometimes Hammerstone, me too. Sometimes he fucking...
Hammerstone just said, you know, I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Right.
But Tyreek's like, I'm making a name for myself here as he's trying to hit that devastating bionic elbow. But Kobe McCarthy stopping him. As Tyreek falls through. Oh God. Dylan Parker's referee not in position.
Is this where the match is over?
Woof. I mean, at least it was a sweet finish. Nathan just killed himself though. What the hell is that? As we see here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Favorite Meat
like,
Mountain.
I hate it here, Mom. What did I miss? I'm so good.
I don't want to be mounted. I don't like boys. You fucking boy kiss your ass, Mark. So obviously I meant different. Yeah, I know. We're just giving you a hard time, Jake.
Good little boys, I'm a man. Oh.
Matthew, Nathan, jeez, yeah, that was a hard fall, bro. That was a... Jesus Christ, bro, ran off a cliff.
I was so confused. I was so lost for a second. I had to check Doberman. I came back and all I see boys. I was like, what the fuck did I miss?
Man, that was a wild about. As we see Felix Wagner going to take on Harrison B one-on-one inside the steel cage. We're downsizing from the cell, guys, and we're making a steel cage so they can't go anywhere. These two, I didn't turn on entrances, did I?
Nope.
Please work. Damn it.
I want to know, has there ever been a show they did this where it was like different cells on the same show?
I don't know. Like different cages?
Yeah, like say like they had a Hell in
I don't know,
a
but
match in the
see,
same
I'm just
show.
taking advantage of the fact that we're in a video game.
Oh no, fully respect that. I wanted to know if that's ever happened because I'm trying to understand how they would do that.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because like WWE likes to do the theatrics with lowering the cage and cell. Not going to be joined by the Camphor Death Squad. Felix Wagner makes his way the ring chief. Once a one-on-one match, Harrison B and them fought to a count-out last week. So the natural conclusion is put them in a cage and we'll find out who wins.
Put them in a cage where they can't run, and if they do run, it's how they win.
It's actually, I have that turned off. So it's just to keep them in the cage.
Oh, sorry, that was the one thing I hated.
It makes no
Like,
sense.
oh yeah, put them in a cage where they can't run. Oh wait, the way to win is by getting out of the cage. But
WWE uses that now as a cop-out answer. One, because steel cages were supposed to just be like, okay, you guys keep fighting all over the arena, and not we have to keep you locked in. And now, I mean, well, now that like WWE has implemented and made famous the escape the cage to win,
yeah,
which was the stipulation was added basically because Bret Hart and Owen Hart were having a feud, but it wasn't like a blood feud, and they wanted to have a steel cage match. And WWE concocted that rule.
so dumb.
Yeah. And it was really good for those two people, and like the fact that they knew that they had the whole goal was them to try to escape the cage as quickly as possible, right? Worked really well for the match, but only Bret Hart and Owen Hart could get away with that.
Oliver, stop. We don't need your opinion right now.
Every other one. How many other? Go back to socialism,
Well,
loser.
That's Oliver's fucking take on this match, everybody. Thank you for listening to his take.
That's our ringside reporter, Oliver. Doing a great job. Doing a great job.
Right.
We might need to get a Oliver cam.
Dude, swear to God. I want to do things for channel points where it's like different channel points make me like show off different animals. I have 6 dogs and 3 snakes.
Harrison
I had
B.
a bunny for a little bit, but we had to rehome it because we have too many damn animals.
Yeah, you have too many damn animals, it sounds like. How many snakes do you have? 3?
Yeah, 3 with 6 dogs. I have 2 Frenchies, 1 Yorkie, a Doberman. So,
By the way, the cage is lowered. Harrison B and Felix Wagner, nowhere else for them to go. If they leave the cage, they forfeit the match.
$3K
On the red coat, crazy work. Harrison B is from England.
That's a shit, man. That's a shit.
Felix Wagner with a big springboard moonsault by Harrison B with a kick right to the head after Felix is trying to keep momentum here. Harrison B putting on a lot of muscle here in the offseason of TWF, showcasing his strengths here. Locked to the cage here with Felix Wagner. Nowhere for these two to go. I saw you here, but Kira announcer kiss a banana backstage. I'd say that's kind of weird. Are you talking about Oliver? He was just
You talking about Oliver, bro?
Oliver was. I mean, Oliver was.
No,
just,
that's
he was
very
like,
accurate because he loves bananas. You know what? We're getting a backstage picture of the man, the myth, the legend, Oliver himself.
Our ringside reporter, Oliver. I'll make sure to pull it up on stream. Is that going to be in general?
No, I'm gonna put it in the backstage.
See, Troy, this is why you need a Tupper bot, so we could have you can.
There you go,
Oliver.
everybody. There's our backstage announcer.
Oliver looking adorable.
Oliver being a G.
Felix Wagner, as we cut back to the action here and not look at our backstage announcer. We see Felix getting a little workout in, trying to tone up against Harrison B. Bull Nelson here as Felix Wagner is getting reversed out and powered out.
Oh, by Harrison, reversed it because he said I got.
Harrison B aiming that he's better than money can buy. And he's trying to show that here tonight. Off the ropes. Felix up and down, slammed onto that mat. A single hand spine busters. Harrison B bouncing off the ropes once again as we get our view from the corner. Why did he have to give him back shots? Lamau. An overhead strike by Harrison B as Felix fighting off the ropes and using the ropes to his advantage. A springboard lariat taking Harrison B down. The crowd here in New York sounding like they're getting behind Felix Wagner. Harrison B, a long time competitor here in TWF. Also has the longest subscriber streak. 8 congruent months.
Harrison is really showing us what it's like to be of men because he is picking and just throwing him around.
Harrison definitely might be on the juice. We might need to get him tested.
Bro's picking him up like a 2-pound gun ball. Win him.
If we saw, he definitely did not skip the cycle on the juice.
He did not, but
He might be double cycling.
he actually uses the Liver King's fucking steroid cycle.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Jesus Christ.
$30,000 a month. Did you know that man dropped $30,000 a month on steroids? That is crazy to me.
Bro has no testicles.
None at all. That's oh bro, I wish I could be that big.
What would I accidentally put? Nobody.
You have small pee-pee.
Felix Wagner begging for Harrison to get up, and he looks like he wants to end it with a big a chop into the corner. Hits the ropes, and a beautiful drop kick, showing that Wagner is still in this matchup.
Ooh.
These two
That drop
meaty
kick
men
went
locked
straight
inside the
from
key, inside this cage here in the Hammerstibe Ballroom. As we see trying to tap Harrison B out as he gets the rear naked choke and brings him down to the mat.
Wagner, go to sleep.
Wagner
Go to sleep.
didn't have it locked in tight enough as Harrison be able to get out of it. And now Harrison giving him back shots into a wheelbarrow, slamming him down onto the mat.
Harrison keeps giving people back shots. I don't know how, but
That's a little zesty, man. But Felix, even after his butthole is a little looser now. Wagner takes a big lariat in the corner here.
we're taking a dab for the chat because y'all are lovely people. TWF.
Shout out Puff Lord. He's the professional dabber on the TWF payroll.
For real.
Harrison B stating that he's so rich that he's trying to buy the Hammerstein Ballroom. Felix Wagner using the rapid fire chops, shades of Kenta Kobashi from All Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, and even gets him with a quick Texas jab. This man shows the prowess of a future world champion here in TWF. As he's fighting back. Going to the second rope here. Harrison takes a kick to the chest. And Wagner just didn't have enough flight to hit Harrison B. Harrison B taking control of this matchup now. An elbow
You
strike.
didn't give it enough.
Harrison goes in the corner. The chest is lit up red. You can see the welts forming here. Oh, but both men about to trade blows back and forth, trying to get a... Oh, Wagner says give him another one. He wants a big shot right to the face. He doesn't even feel it. But, oh, now Harrison sees the opening, and he's telling him get a shot in. And he slaps him. He doesn't like the disrespect. But he's going to keep disrespecting him here. These two, this isn't about who wins and loses anymore. It's about sending a message to each other. These two men are fighting to be the biggest foreign entity in TWF today. Harrison B taking a little too long as a lariat turning him inside out. Felix Wagner bruised and bloodied chest. It's not, oh, missing the lariat. Harrison B with the elbow drop. These two men giving it their all here inside that cage. Nowhere for them to go. No rest spots. Banger after banger, burger after burger. Wagner wants Harrison B up. And Harrison dodging out of the way of that shoulder tackle from the second rope, but Wagner not scared in the slightest. Dragging Harrison B. Oh, center of the ring. Harrison fighting out of it. On the shoulders. Harrison B takes him to the ropes, drops him off the ropes. Wagner goes down. That chest is welting red. These two just trading shots back and forth. And Harrison B proving that he's got some strength. Muscling him up for a powerbomb, twirling him around, and powerbombs him, trying to get the win here tonight. And Harrison B takes the win here tonight. Felix Wagner unsuccessful in challenging Harrison B, but Harrison B and Felix put on a banger of a matchup here. These two men,
That was a fabulous match.
these two men going the distance here, just proving that some true European wrestling is what TWF really needed here. And Harrison B might have just eked out a win, as he knows the raucous energy that comes with fighting in these hallowed halls at the Hammerstibe Ballroom. I ran you your money already, jabroni.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
Yeah, see, he understands.
Harrison B using that power, that strength to lift him up from a military press into a powerbomb and twirls him around. The Doom Nimbus after his match is now getting online. Chilling in the backstage. He might be drifting.
Apparently today Netflix did a thing that's called
What did you say, Troy? You cut out.
Triple H dropped something on Netflix called WWE Unreal, and it says Triple H breaks down how the John Cena heel turn went down.
Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, a four-way dance here tonight for the Junior Championship.
Did you turn entrances on?
Fuck, no, I didn't.
I got you, Tyler. I got you.
El Tigre de Brandon Galaxy and champion El Vacío. Predictions going live here, ladies and gentlemen. Your favorite junior heavyweights going at it here. El Tigre de Papura, Brandon Galaxy, Trivian Asino, and the champion El Vacío. Wait, did I say him twice?
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules
anything happens here in the four-way dance in the hollowed halls of this arena. They don't. TWF is bringing you a hot and ready Monday Mayhem, ready for the best action here with Trevion Asino, one of the best high flyers in TWF. Challenging for those tag team titles with Jack Powell in Blood in the Water. This man trained at the school of Daddy Shark Wrestling. Interesting. He keeps the legacy of Daddy Shark alive here as Daddy Shark is retired and decided to train the next and up-and-coming wrestlers. And Trevion Asino, one of the first graduates of the school. So Trevion Asino, former television champion here in TWF, he's looking to claim his first junior heavyweight championship. The title was retired at the start of the 2K25 season, but it did come back. El Vacío is your current junior heavyweight champion. We also have a former television champion and former 5-time junior heavyweight champion, Brandon Galaxy, wants his shot back at that junior heavyweight championship once again. So, Puff Lord, I have to ask you, who do you think has this one in the bag? Will it be Trevion Asino? Do you think it'll be El Tigre de Purpura, Brandon Galaxy, or El Vacío? El Tigre de Purpura.
Honestly, I'm split between El Tigre and Brandon Galaxy, honestly.
I worked very hard to get the announcer to sound like he's saying El Tigre de Purpura, which is just the purple tiger.
The purple tiger.
El Tigre de Purpura making his debut here in TWF at the start of the season of 2K25 and has become a fan favorite here since. Competing the former 5-time junior heavyweight champion, a former 1-time world heavyweight champion, Brandon Galaxy makes his way to the ring as he looks to add a 6th reign with that junior heavyweight championship. We'll have to see how he does here tonight. Brandon Galaxy looking to get that title around his waist once more. He calls himself the King of the Galaxy, and he keeps saying that the best competition in the Galaxy is here in TWF. As he does fall short. I guess it is some of the best competition in the Galaxy here. And El Vacío, the current TWF light heavyweight champion, defending it. This is his 4th title defense as junior heavyweight champion so far, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't think he's walking out of here as champion.
The 4-way dance stipulation states that everybody has to be pinned, and in elimination rules, they all start in the ring at the same time. Anything goes, but pinfalls have to happen in the ring.
Yeah, that's how he's cooked. That means all that needs to happen is he gets pinned and he's no longer your...
He does have the most to lose, but it is the most honor way we can do a multi-man match here in TWF. As TWF is all about the honor, the drive, the passion, the fighting spirit.
Bro's cooked.
We have seen multiple people come in the 3-way dance stipulation and remain champion, showing that they are a true Iron Man here in the TWF. Will this be another night for El Vacío to prove that he is that Iron Man of the junior heavyweight division? Or will we see somebody else take the reins of the junior heavyweight championship? Only time will tell as the referee rings the bell here tonight. Referee calls for the bell as they all start off, and El Vacío taking him to a Void Driver. I think we need to give that a better name than the Void Driver. All these men think that they have a shot at El Vacío, and El Vacío stated that he will take them all on at once as long as it's four-way dance stipulation. You know, if Brandon Galaxy, Trevion Asino, and El Tigre de Prepara were smart, they would all just jump El Vacío and get him and eliminate him, so they can crown them. They can fight amongst themselves for who will be the junior heavyweight champion, leaving New York here tonight. The big German suplex. El Vacío takes that German suplex and able to kick out quickly, but El Tigre using that Singapore cane. The crowd chanting for tables here. The crowd will have more chance for action. Brandon Galaxy with a 2-for-1.
A phone call?
Action continues here as my other commentator is getting a phone call. El Vacío playing it smart on the outside of the ring. As Trevion Asino on the outside. El Vacío says it's time to stop as he tries to clobber his bitter rival El Tigre de Prepara. Brandon Galaxy with a double underhook DDT to the man, the myth, the legend, El Tigre de Prepara, and he kicks out quickly. A super kick to the champion by Brandon Galaxy as Trevion Asino is like, I had nothing to do with that one, man. El Vacío able to kick out just in the nick of time. A belly to back suplex as Asino not looking good. Galaxy fighting with all his might. A springboard taking him down. Cover here. Tie up now as you see Brandon Galaxy being dragged by Trevion Asino as Asino slams Galaxy on the top of that apron. Asino takes the tiger suplex as we see Asino hooked in, but he kicks out quickly. A springboard outside moonsault by Brandon Galaxy going to try to pin the champion. Referee slides into position here. There will be a new champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as El Tigre de Prepara gets reversed out of a Tiger's power bomb. Galaxy with a Hurricanrana reversal, turning Asino inside out. A jawbreaker. A 1 count. As Asino with a big kick, but doesn't take down El Tigre de Prepara. Tigre able to have eyes in the back of his head and move out of Brandon Galaxy's way, but doesn't get out of that Galaxy Hurricanrana. Asino and the one and only Brandon Galaxy. The one and true TWO. Oh man. The double underhook DDT driving Asino's head right into the mat. As we see the referee slide into position, Asino might be done for here as Galaxy, the 6-time junior heavyweight champion. This man has a chokehold on that junior division. These luchadors and high flyers giving it their all here in this matchup, trying to win that junior heavyweight championship, and El Vacío wasn't able to defend in the 4-way dance here. The crowd here, faithful in the Hammerstibe Ballrooms, also dubbed the TWF Arena. Big DDT as we see El Tigre de Prepara first eliminated. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have to cut to the back right now as we see as we're seeing a fight break out backstage, ladies and gentlemen. We cut to backstage and we see Matthew James and Morrison fighting backstage. These two were trying to work together and help keep the power struggle of TWF broken, but I think they both are fighting and trying to see who wants to be the real leader here, and they can't figure out who's the one leading who. There's a kick right to the leg.
What the hell is going on? Why are they?
Cactus isn't in attendance for these shows here, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't going to be able to stop and break these up, as he was jumped by these two last week, and now they're continuing they're continuing fights backstage, but now they're fighting amongst each other as they wanted to take the Cactus out and make themselves the heads of the table in TWF. Now they're fighting.
They're fighting for a tough spot now.
Now these two are. It looks like they're fighting, and they're going to be seeing who is going to be the one to fight. It looks like they're going to be having some matches to see who is the true heir to the TWF throne in the absence of the Cactus here, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew James looking for that rotating forearm, but Morrison luckily able to dodge out of the way of it as Matthew James kicking and shoving Morrison out.
I'm trying to see someone end someone's career. Push them off the top. Do it now.
I had it set up so they were supposed to spawn at the catwalk. They didn't.
Hey, what do we fail those? I was trying to watch them get pushed.
Yeah, you know, like there could only be one Lion King moment.
Right.
Morrison going up top. Might be. Jesus. Morrison might have just gave himself a concussion the way he dove off there. But dodging under, he might still know where he's at here. As he throws Matthew James into the barricades here, or the barricades, the boxes of stuff that we use for transporting our gear. As Matthew James, oh, he looks like he's trying to end Morrison and power bombs him.
I think he just snapped Jacob Morrison's neck.
Nothing.
I'm kidding.
I simply refuse to let him ruin my passion and my life, Daddy-O. Morrison, you hear him stating this as they're fighting backstage as Matthew James continues to trying to keep the pressure applied. Oh my God, might have just broke the leg of Morrison. The way his leg landed on that crate. The crowd here in New York watching this on the Jumbotron, seeing this all go through. No officials here, as the law of the land, the Cactus has been removed. Morrison, where's he going? Morrison, hey yo ho ho! Morrison leaving as Matthew James decides he's gonna climb up. Troy, you might get your wish. Morrison and Matthew James fighting on top of the catwalk in the arena back here. What is going on? As we see a Tijuana cutter delivered very quickly on these metal grates up here. He throws Matthew James and bounces off that steel barricade. These guys are fighting to the no end, but Matthew James rolling out of the way. And a lariat turning him inside out. Might have been jug out of the back of the Cactus with that one. Morrison now bouncing off that barricade. Oh Lord, who do you think's gonna end up taking this one?
I honestly think Jacob Morrison's gonna take it just because he has too much passion going on in the TWF. And Matthew James, he's really giving it the Dwayne Johnson treatment.
As Matthew bouncing off. Oh, he pulls the knees up. These two fighting
See, just
Matthew.
for that comment alone in the chat, we see that Matthew James is literally giving it the Dwayne Johnson treatment, but thinks he can go off of movies back and say he's still the TWF. I don't understand.
Bro did leave to go film a movie and then came back and worked under Garrett Rogers. As Morrison gets another throw of Matthew James against those metal barricades. See the kick, and he looks to hit him with a brain buster. Sit out front suplex here. Morrison and Matthew James both. They're really jockeying for position here. They're not even in their street clothes. Morrison had this plotted. As he,
You can take them in there? Huh? Huh? Oh no, I have so many.
Yeah, you could go up. You could ride the elevator, bro.
No, I knew about the elevator, but I didn't know you could grab them in the elevator and then throw them out when you got to the bottom. I thought it was like each person had to walk in there.
Morrison dragging him back down to ground level as he tosses him onto those crates once again. This makeshift wrestling ring here with all the boxes. We actually use this to move our sound stage and our wrestling ring. As Morrison power bombs him off.
To kill him. Oh my days.
Morrison's getting the cone. He's gonna put it up his butt. Oh, instead he actually just hits him in the wiener with it. Morrison turning on his friend. I think this might be also about that Pure Honor Championship. Morrison said that he is the Pure Honor of TWF. And a DDT from the wheelbarrow position. Matthew James giving Morrison back shots. I'm gonna steal that dick, Matthew. Men fighting back and forth. And a sliced bread doesn't end it. Morrison might be thinking of something big and deadly from the top of one of these platforms. But no, Matthew James with a reversal and stops it. These two just keep fighting all over. Security hasn't broken it up. One, because there's no law of the land here anymore. The Cactus is out after these two jumped him. And a Tijuana cutter. It doesn't end Matthew James, though. They keep fighting as Morrison looks to really end this man's career. He said he's gonna bury him. He grabbed the shovel. As Matthew said, you're not gonna bury me now. And a super kick. Matthew James really pulling out of the bag of desperation moves with a super kick. Matthew James takes a hurricanrana on that concrete. Morrison grabbing a steel chair that's sitting on top of those crates there. The men just fighting back and forth. But Matthew James with another lariat. As this time he pulls him up for the powerbomb, and I think that might finish this one off. But no, he's not done with Morrison yet. Matthew James looks like the hood Roman Reigns. Another steel chair has been brought into here. As Morrison takes the shot into the back.
Hey yo.
Hello.
Morrison just took 3 back shots from Morrison. From Mr. Matthew James.
Matthew James power bombing him on that concrete floor, but Morrison able to reverse off of him. He tells him to get up here. A diving hurricanrana, shades of Rey Mysterio in the ECW arena. This man pays homage to his wrestling heritage. A kick. Oh, the table falls down. No table spot now. Matthew James with another power bomb. He's trying to run from the fight he started with Morrison backstage. What is going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen? The home of TWF is in shambles after watching the Cactus get taken out at Madison Square Garden in the backstage area, and now Matthew James and Jacob Morrison, the two men who did it, are fighting each other backstage, continuing this brutal aggression. Matthew James climbs up to the catwalk once again, saying, "You're not gonna kill me." I think he's saying he wants to kill him. Okay, I guess you're gonna go down again. Okay, Matthew. Matthew James' head bouncing off that concrete once again. These men definitely have concussions. Morrison, what the fuck are you doing? Matthew, jump off on to him. Do it. Do it now. Oh, Morrison's gonna climb up the ladder. I guess he's getting some cardio in. Just tangling up Matthew James here as they continue to fight. And why do you keep going down?
He said, I'm playing around the... He's playing psychological warfare right now.
Morrison. Need to get my steps in. You know what? Fair enough. He's getting his cardio in. Matthew James knocking over that recycling bin. And oh my god, his face just bouncing off that post. These two really just going at it, just beating each other the fuck up. The sanctioning body of the TWF is going to sanction these two in the best of 3 series. And he's using the chair on the down Morrison. These men making a mess back here, fighting each other tooth and nail. The blood pouring down Morrison's face. Don't drip on that sweet Philly pandemonium of that sweet sweater. Morrison carrying him in a fireman's carry and slams him on those crates. Two men just fighting back and forth, truly just possessed to really be the ones to lead. They want to be the ones to lead TWF. They think that they can bring it to the promised land. And Matthew James, after a brutal 15-minute backstage segment, these guys are done. As we cut back to the arena here itself. These two just really went for it here. As we move into our next match, a 3-way dance for the TWF United States Championship, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to let you guys all know, though, that TWF is brought to you by DC Dark Legion. DC Dark Legion is a mobile game that you can install on your Android or iPhone device. And every download helps out Tagged Up Tyler, and every level that we get helps out the stream as well. You could also get a bunch of in-game rewards using my code DCDL999 in-game. The United States Women's Championship on the line here. I didn't turn on entrances again, didn't I? We ain't done yet. When I get back, I'm gonna take every last drop of blood from your ass. You good for nothing, Mark. It says the one and only Jacob Morrison. Wait. TWF is also brought to you in part by Tagged Up Tyler Racing. Tagged Up Tyler is bought into the racing adventure known as iRacing and Assetto Corsa. Want to see some intense racing, you can always watch along with that. We've also been doing a Minecraft series, and I'm trying to arrange Emo Boys to get back on track for a little bit. A Jordan ass bag? Why do you have a Jordan ass bag? What the hell's an ass bag? The O-Block Warrior, Troy Nolan, and my color commentator here tonight said he had to go backstage and start training for his upcoming match against Dylan Storm in our main event here. You spilled blood on my Louis Vuitton bag. Damn. On the Louis bag? Kennedy Ann, a former 7-time women's world champion, tied for the most amount of world champions. Ah, okay, I see. I'm bad.
And introducing the challenger from Manchester, England,
Olivia Vargas. The former 4-time women's world champion, looking to win her first United States Women's Championship. The title wasn't around when she was around in TWF 2K24, but she set her eyes on a new prize here in TWF, along with Kennedy Ann, who's never held that TWF United States gold. TWF has been trying to push their women's wrestling scene a little bit harder than they did in 24, as we went from having one women's match a night to at least 3. But Manchester's bully machine, Olivia Vargas, making her way back to the hallowed halls of the Hammerstibe Ballroom. It was the match before this, Mario, was Matthew James and Jacob Morrison fighting in the backstage, where we saw Matthew James end up getting the better of him. Well, sorry, Mario, that 2K doesn't ever save settings.
and introducing the champion from New York, the Women's United States Champion,
Mariah Monroe, the TWF. The current reigning TWF United States champion here in this 3-way dance. The ladies to be eliminated by pinfall or submission. Last one standing, Vargas and Kennedy Ann trading back the Women's World Championship multiple times to each other in the 24 season. That's how Vargas got 3 of her 5 Women's World Championship reigns, and that's how Kennedy Ann moved up and got 3 wins as well. Quick cover on Vargas here as Monroe watching here. These ladies are going to be fighting tooth and nail for that United States Championship. Mariah Monroe, currently the longest reigning women's U.S. champion, holding that title for 2 months and 12 days now. Technically wasn't an ex. Girl I never dated. Girl I went on a couple dates with, and she said she had an extra ticket for the Gathering. I thought it was called the Gathering of the Fives Festival, and she just called it the Gathering. But it was the Gathering of the Juggalos. Nice girl. Just odd way to spend their time. Vargas with a spider sprawl pin, trying to get Mariah Monroe out, but that big running knee strike is Kennedy Ann taking her time on the outside here, ladies and gentlemen. And Vargas taking a quick pinfall, eliminated before the first 2 minutes as Kennedy Ann decides to grab a table here. Mariah Monroe. That is unfortunate. Maybe Vargas was just off her game tonight. Former women's world champion was not able to get it done, was not able to compete here tonight. And at the end, kicking Mariah Monroe right in the stomach there, and now driving her down. That running knee strike. Yes, Mario, I could update that. The tables are not introduced yet here in this matchup. Our main event of the evening is an O-Block deathmatch, ladies and gentlemen. So if your quest for violence isn't going to be quenched from this three-way dance or the four-way dance we had earlier, it might be quenched in that 10-minute Iron Man extravaganza. Anything goes. Mariah Monroe almost retaining her title, keeping that current longest run going. But you see Kennedy Ann rolling out of the way, trying to claim her first U.S. title ever in TWF, winning the Women's World Championship 7 times. An alley-oop performed by Kennedy Ann. What a beautiful move. If only Olivia Vargas was there to catch her in like a code breaker or something, that would have been even cooler. Kennedy Ann grabbing onto the ropes. Mariah Monroe with a wheelbarrow DDT, and Kennedy Ann takes the pinfall here. Mariah Monroe with a big win here, continuing that title defense. Big upset here, keeping the pressure applied in that women's U.S. title scene. She's looking to be on pace to eventually pass Jonesy's reign, at least in time-wise. Maybe not defenses, though. Kennedy Ann fighting valiantly, and same with Vargas. I think they might have been too preoccupied with their former rivalry in TWF's 24 season that were too scared to get going here against Mariah Monroe.
United States Champion.
Our next... Why is this a cell match? I didn't mean to start it. All right, we're back from our scheduled commercial break. Samantha James and Riley Jones one-on-one. Harrison B, you missed your match, buddy. Matthew, that was an accident. I think I had a different match in mind there, and I forgot that I just actually accidentally set that as a cell match. I thought I was going to do the tag team cell match there, and I chose wrong. This is our Women's World Championship matchup here on this episode of Monday Mayhem, live from the Hammerstibe Ballroom. DC Dark Legion is the game that is sponsoring TWF, ladies and gentlemen, and you can download it. It's a mobile game. If you want to do !DCDL on the Twitch chat, you can download it on your mobile device. Then if you use DCDL999 in game, you get a bunch of rewards as well. But we can all join together to join the battle and save Gotham. Dallas has been playing it. The command is !DCDL. That's how you download. That's how you'll be able to download the link. I'd like to say thank you to our former sponsors like Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Factor 75 for sponsoring TWF and Tagged Up Tyler. His endeavors in racing. I gotta figure out how to actually import my car logos to iRacing. Big stretch. Samantha James, a woman who never got her chance at that Women's World Championship after she lost it. She was beaten, battered, and bruised by the Thunder World Order. And she will be facing the Queen of the Ring, who won her title after her title was vacated. Finally meeting after months and months. These two ladies are going to put it all on the line here for the Women's World Championship. The Queen of the Ring here in TWF, Riley Jones, making her debut in these hallowed halls of the Hammerstein Ballroom for TWF. TWF doesn't come to the Hammerstein Ballroom as much as they used to. Shout out Harrison B. That should actually pop up on stream and say that you downloaded it. If you linked it to Twitch. You can choose to remain anonymous. DC Dark Legion is sponsoring this matchup for the TWF Women's World Championship. Make sure to download your game and get your copy now. !DCDL to support the channel and TWF here, ladies and gentlemen. Samantha James looking to win that Women's World Championship, a title she was never pinned to lose. She was beaten and bruised so badly that she had to be hospitalized for 3 months and have to go through physical therapy. And she's been just training her ass off to get this title once again. TWF, I forgot to do a prediction. Samantha James and Riley Jones one-on-one here. Prediction is live for those who want to bet on Queen Riley Jones, who won the Queen of the Ring tournament, outlasting all the other competitors here in TWF. Samantha holding a hammerlock in, trying to make Riley Jones to go down, but it's not gonna fight. We're gonna see this fight go to the distance for the Women's World Championship here in TWF. Riley Jones with donning some new gear since the last time we've seen her on. It did not happen yet. That's the match after this. I probably should have done Hollywoods versus Rogers since it's not a title match. And this is a Women's World Championship match, but this is technically the two semi-mains of the card. An elbow right to the midsection of Riley Jones. Samantha James fired up here. A DDT. See Riley fighting tooth and nail against the former Women's World Champion. The woman, Samantha James, was never pinned. Tiffany James decided to, her sister-in-law married into the family to Matthew, and she stole the title from under her, making her vacate the title after they tried to break her neck and a dislocated shoulder. She has not been the same since, and she's been pushing to be the best. Damn, now you gotta pay her alimony, bro. Riley Jones with a beautiful sunset flip takedown. Well, not a sunset flip. I don't even know what you would call that. It was like a backflip rock bottom. It was beautifully executed from a ripcord as Riley tries to send Samantha off the ropes. Samantha with the height advantage here. Slammed right into that top turnbuckle. A lariat into the corner as Riley's hitting the... I thought she was gonna drop a drop kick across Samantha's face, but no, she goes into a running forearm. Just decimating, might have knocked her unconscious, ladies and gentlemen. Samantha grabbed the ropes as well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Technically, that's what your paychecks are. The screw job finish. The referee didn't see Samantha grabbing the ropes out of position. The officiating here in TWF is getting bonkers here. TWF's Queen of the Ring, Riley Jones, with a big win, defending her Women's World Championship, even under nefarious circumstances here. Samantha should have known that. Our next match, Steve Hollywood's going to be challenging Garrett Rogers at one-on-one non-title matchup. Garrett Rogers did win that World Heavyweight Championship last Monday on TWF, beating out in a three-way dance King El Fuego Loco and DJ Winters. This is our semi-main event of the evening before we have our Double Jeopardy O Block Death match. Steve Hollywood making his way to the ring. A man who's never won the World Heavyweight Championship. 2K being 2K, you're right, Riley. You're 100% right on that one. But congratulations to your title retention. Who's destined to win? Will it be the challenger here? Will it be Steve Hollywood? Or will it be the Garrett Rogers, the former leader of the Thunder World Order and current World Heavyweight Champion? I wish he didn't retain under such nerdy circumstances, you know? Hollywood, the inaugural Lights Out champion. Once known as the Bloodshed title. TWF cleaned up the name of the title a little bit and dubbed it the Lights Out Championship. Same rules, but now with no ropes, so there cannot be any rope breaks and submissions or knockouts only. He was also the inaugural Hardcore Champion in TWF, which is now a defunct title and retired. Steve Hollywood getting a big chance to face against the world champion. If he knows if he gets a win here tonight, that gives him good standings for a chance to challenge Garrett Rogers in the future on TWF here. This is a non-title matchup, but Garrett Rogers able to eke out a win once again and showing that he is truly the ace of TWF here.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 200.
This now 7-time TWF World's Heavyweight Champion Garrett Rogers said he's mounting the charge to beat Matthew's record, and he's tied with Dylan Storm's record for the World's Heavyweight Champion. That's at least for times earned, the World Championship. Garrett Rogers, a 7-time World Champion here in TWF. He's no slouch in the other division, in the United States division as well, a 4-time United States Champion. Rogers has always kept his profile high and kept himself at the top of the card here in TWF, knowing that he has to be the best and push for the best. But he'll have a big hurdle in front of him of Steve Hollywood here tonight in the Hammerstibe Ballroom, as we've seen Garrett Rogers take upset losses in the Hammerstibe Ballroom before. You know, that might have to psych him out mentally as he goes up in this match against Hollywood. Hollywood takes a big drop kick from the start of this matchup as Garrett Rogers going to start hot. Garrett Rogers might have been spending some time down in Mexico in the off-season time, learning some lucha stylings here as Rogers keeping the pressure applied to Hollywood. Working over a hammerlock applied to the back, grabbing the other arm. Rogers trying to keep, oh, we need to snooze this ad. Rogers picking him up from just on the ground, pulling him up and spine bustering Hollywood. Steve Hollywood needs to get some offense in here against the world champion in this non-title matchup. And just as I say that, he blocks a punch and hits him with a vicious headbutt. The street thug. Oh, he didn't. I forgot to get that, Mario. I'm sorry. I forgot to try to update that. Garrett Rogers versus Hollywood. Prediction is live for who will win in this non-title matchup. Rogers keeping this chain wrestling up, but Hollywood proving that he can go even in this chain wrestling environment, not just this brute strength, brutal hardcore wrestler, as Rogers trying to put him through the ringer here in the Hammerstein to see if he is truly worthy for that World's Heavyweight Championship. Much appreciation, Harrison. By the way, in your match, you ended up beating Felix Wagner, the Austrian ring chief. You guys had a brutal slobber knocker inside of a steel cage after your match last week, where you guys got a double count out. A sign saying that hardcore lives here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, as the Hammerstein Ballroom is host to some of the most hellacious matches TWF has ever had. Yeah, Harrison, you remember how we originally started TWF and we kept getting double countouts, or we kept getting countouts in general, so we switched to 20 counts. The fact that we got a 20 count countout doesn't happen too often. Garrett Rogers going for a springboard coffin drop, but Hollywood had it scouted and was able to get out of the way, by the way. Hollywood keeping the pressure applied on Rogers after some shots to the midsection and a single arm takeover lariat. Luckily, that doesn't happen too much anymore, especially using the 20 count. Garrett Rogers with a big running knee strike into Hollywood. Garrett Rogers showing a vicious side of himself that we haven't seen before, knowing that he is the ace of TWF. He has to be on every night. You can't let anybody see the cracks in the armor, and he has to show that he's the strongest. But Hollywood, knowing that nobody is perfect, he's going to take him out slowly with a... Oh, it looks like he has a figure 4 sharpshooter applied on Rogers. Knowing that Rogers has had knee surgery twice. Oh, what a military press uppercut onto Garrett Rogers by Hollywood, but Garrett Rogers only gets a 1 count. There's another Hardcore Lives Here sign in the crowd here for the TWF arena in the Hammerstibe Ballroom. Interesting. Lots of EFEDs. Lots of EFEDs over here. That big punch to the outside as we see Hollywood with a splash. Referee not counting yet. Starting his count now is Rogers, his fingers getting bit. Smart play knowing that Hollywood has done his homework on Rogers, knowing that he favors using that vice grip for it. Stealing Dylan Storm's move. The Riders of the Storm, one of Garrett Rogers' most bitter rivals, Dylan Storm, he's added his finisher to his repertoire of moves. Rogers looking like he was going for a big move off the top, but I don't think that's what he meant to do. It looks like it was a big time miss. The referee catching the rope break this time as Harrison... Also, I don't know why Harrison's on one of his alt accounts. What the hell? What the heliante? The clobbering blows by Garrett Rogers onto Steve Hollywood. Desperation moves. Going for a coffin drop, but Hollywood able to just roll out of the way just in the nick of time as these two... Yeah, I agree, bro. A big slap by Hollywood, the disrespect by... Oh, and a punch to the face. Rogers gonna throw a punch, and he said, come on. A slap right to the chest, and Rogers says, give me another one. I want a good one. And, oh, Hollywood said, you gave me too much here. Give this man an inch, and he takes a mile. As he tries to steal the Thunderbolt crossface and make Garrett Rogers tap out in the center of the ring here. Garrett Rogers able to get out of that crossface and try to get control of this matchup, but Hollywood fighting a good fight against the world champion, but the champion with the reversal here. Rogers with a knee to the back as he's up against those ropes, and he keeps kicking him, trying to keep him down. Steve Hollywood doing his damnedest to push against Garrett Rogers, but Garrett Rogers might just show he... A big sunset flip powerbomb by Hollywood. I mean, honestly, trying to run an EFED and then be in 2 EFEDs was too much for me. The most I want if the cactus shows up at your EFED bar, another Riders of the Storm by Garrett Rogers. You know, like the cactus shows up at MW or MCW. You know, just making a big one-off appearance since you know, tagged up Tyler's wrestler from TWF is here tonight. Big special occasion. I'm not gonna be able to tune in because one, I run my own streams, and 2, I also outside of EFEDs. I'm loving this NASCAR bullshit. Garrett Rogers working over the arm of Hollywood, trying to weaken it for a crossface. But Hollywood with a quick reversal. And oh no, Garrett Rogers is getting a tour of Hollywood. Not quite the center of the ring, but it might be enough to give him the win. Garrett Rogers digging deep to kick out there. Hollywood, knowing that he is giving it his all here, he's trying to pull the power of the fans here tonight. Carrying Garrett Rogers. Hollywood pulls the win out over the champion here tonight in a non-title matchup. Definitely moving him up into the rankings, but Garrett Rogers said he performs best when his back's into the corner. And that is, Garrett Rogers actually has a really bad record here at the Hammerstibe Ballroom, I'm gonna be real. I said MCW, not MWC. I just noticed a cop pull somebody over outside, and I was just seeing what car he tried to pull over, but I can't see because of the trees. They all grew it. All the foliage is so lush. Hollywood getting a big upset win over Garrett Rogers. Garrett Rogers having a terrible record here at the Hammerstein. The TWF arena, the arena that he claims he built, and the ace of TWF wasn't able to pull one out over a challenger here tonight. You know that Hollywood is moving up in those rankings and definitely going to be a #1 contender here in TWF. What a big push this man has gotten here after beating the champion here tonight. This man is looking like $1 million here, knowing that he's fumbled the bag for the world championship twice. He knows the third time's the charm, and he's going to try it here tonight. And now, our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, a double... You're right. All right. We're running our quick ad break, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you guys who are watching along, and those who do subscribe, and we get these nice little chill moments. Let's play the Monday Mayhem song while we wait for the ad break to end, before we get to our main event of Dylan Storm and Troy Nolan double title Jeopardy match. I also don't know if I made it a double check. I did. Oh god. All right. I'm just making sure everything's set up right. Blah, blah, blah.
Shock stole hold, pain bows, ground the Uno and they green flags, pick it, place the darks. Steel and sweat in the spotlight's glare, fists fly fast, there's fire in the air. Crowds on edge, edge, the stakes are high. One wrong move and you're kissing the sky. No calm, no peace, just chaos and pain. Chasing glory in a war with no name. The bell don't save you, the ref won't care.
Come on, blood is a flame.
Don't play fair. Turn the lights down low, then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood feels the gain. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray. It's
Do or die on a Monday.
Trey flash rang, let the madness fly. Heroes fall and titans rise.
TWF.
Where warriors clash.
On Monday, Mayhem.
We bring the
Smash.
Crash the ring, you're the battle cry. No retreat and no goodbye. Step inside or stay ashamed. This is mayhem. This is the game. Ropes are shaking, boots hit the floor. Every match like a legend's war. Chokeholds tight and the chants explode.
Welcome to the Violence Code. Welcome back, chat. We start our prediction here. We have the TWF and US title match. Title versus title here. Dylan Storm, Troy Nolan, the TWF TV champion versus TWF United States champion. 1-on-1 in an O-block deathmatch. 10-minute time limit. Most falls win.
Then hit that flame. The legends rise and blood fuels a game. Crowds are roaring, fists held tight. Every soul here came to fight. The clock is ticking, no time to pray.
It's do or die on a Monday. As we start here, as we get ready for this matchup, our prediction is live as Dylan Storm and the Puff Lord of O-Block are going to make their way to the ring.
The World's Television and Action Championships.
Dylan Storm, the Demon Prince, the television champion, makes his way to the ring here in a spot he's familiar at winning, Hammerstibe Ballroom. Beating Garrett Rogers here on multiple occasions for the World Championship. He is now the television champion, as he said he wants to raise the prestige of that television championship. Dylan Storm fired up, walking the ring as he knows he has one of the toughest competitions he's had in a long time here in TWF. Troy Nolan, the O-Block warrior from Chicago, Illinois. Dylan Storm answered the call to this O-Block death match. The warrior of O-Block himself. Troy Nolan makes his way to the ring, the TWF United States champion. He is issued an open challenge, and he said he wants to start with the TV championship. He said he's going to defend both titles. If he wins, he wants to defend both titles, whether it be at the same time or if he defends them separately in two separate matches. He said he's here for the belts. The one and only O-Block warrior, the Puff Lord of O-Block. This man is looking for a double championship reign, something we haven't seen since Dylan Storm was successfully the TWF United States and World Champion at the same time. The booking committee has done a very good job of keeping wrestlers apart from each other if they are involved in different championship series. But tonight they are going to intertwine once again, something that hasn't happened willingly by the commission in over 9 months. Dylan Storm with a beautiful attempt at that World's Heavyweight Championship. Or at that United States Championship, something he's held 5 times already. A 5-time former United States champion. He holds the record for the most World Heavyweight Championship reigns in TWF. And all that Puff Lord had to say about that, the Puff Lord, was it's a lot of times to win the belt, but it's a lot of times to lose it.
228 pounds, the world's television champion, the Demon Prince Dylan Storm.
Dylan Storm, the Demon Prince, in the hollowed halls of the Hammerstibe Ballroom once again, main eventing here on TWF's Monday Mayhems.
5 pounds, the action champion, Platinum Troy Nolan.
The O-Block Warrior Troy Nolan will be facing off against Dylan Storm here. Title versus title, champion versus champion. What will happen here? Who will walk out as the double champion here in this matchup?
Ladies and gentlemen,
An O-Block death match. Dylan Storm with 5,000 tokens bet on him. Only 2 minutes left to bet, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing a big kick. Dylan Storm trying his best to start, but the Puff Lord is showing that he's immune to that pain. You gotta really work him down. Double stomp and a double axe handle, taking him down. Dylan Storm, ecstatic. Dylan Storm, the inventor of the Riders of the Storm finishing maneuver here in TWF. What a move it is, and he's won many titles and matches with it. We'll have to see if Puff Lord can outcome and outlast the man known as the Demon Prince, formerly known as the villain Dylan Storm. A big drop kick by Dylan Storm here. Taking down, finally breaking that almost like armor that Puff Lord possesses. And now he's getting sent with a top rope springboard acai moonsault here. Only a minute left and nobody else has bet on Puff Lord to get that win here. Troy Nolan not looking good in the predictions. A running knee strike, taking him down, and tries to show off that he has some fancy high flying moves of his own. But Dylan Storm got the knees up, and that has to hurt this roided out jabroni, as Dylan Storm called him. A beautiful DDT applied by Dylan Storm, taking him down. O-Block deathmatch rules state that falls count anywhere, anything goes. 10-minute time limit here. The wheelbarrow DDT as Troy Nolan keeping control of this matchup, showing that he wants to be that US champion and TV champion. As Dylan Storm is sent into those steps, that's not going to be good for him in this O-Block death match. Anything goes in this. This is essentially a street fight. To fighting to see who can stand their ground here in the hood known as TWF. And oh my god, he sends him into a black hole with that slam, taking Dylan Storm down. But he kicks out. Only a 2 count as Dylan Storm keeping the dream of a perfect match that goes to overtime. If it goes to overtime, we will run it back. If it is tied or at a draw, they restart the match and another 10-minute timer is put on.
I'm Jimmy Johnson. Boom.
Confetti. Dylan Storm and Puff Lord both fighting valiantly here on the outside of the ring here in front of the fans, the faithful, the TWF faithful at the Hammerstibe Ballroom here in New York City. Going for that big dive. Taking down Puff Lord with that arm drag, but Puff Lord back up. Troy Nolan catches a Riders on this of the Storm. Will that be enough to put him away? No, as Puff Lord is able to kick out. They're both giving each other 2 deep 2 counts with 5 minutes left in this matchup before they go into an overtime. You see Dylan Storm pulling out of the bag of tricks from Jacob Morrison and getting the score in the first pinfall. He's got the first pinfall here in this O-Block deathmatch, and a Riders of the Storm to follow it up. He might be seeking that second pinfall and looking to run away as the double champion once again. Throwing him right into those steps. These men are going crazy as Puff Lord has to be fuming that he is down 2 to Dylan Storm's 1. Dylan Storm has seen this outcome before and he thought he was going to get destroyed here, just like Kennedy Ann did by Samantha James. But no, he is going the distance here tonight. Into those steps. Puff Lord's not looking good here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. What a big kick to the head as Puff Lord is fired up and he's stomping Dylan Storm out now. A pile driver. He's bringing it back. He's only down by 1 now. If Puff Lord can keep the momentum going here, he will be able to take him out. Damn, I'm sorry I had to call your wife out like that, but I'm just saying, you don't want history to repeat itself. The crowd here chanting for tables as the first weapons pulled out in this O-Block deathmatch was just a trash can under the ring. Dylan Storm with a reversal and sends Troy Nolan into that barricade here. The Hammerstein Ballroom ecstatic and loves the fact that these guys are going crazy. Dylan Storm not going to even stop to pressure him. They grab a weapon to keep the pressure applied. Powerbombing Dylan Storm out of the ring, almost landed on that trash can. That could have been extra disastrous. I mean, that can't be a good feeling. This concrete floor does not give very much. What is Puff Lord looking for here? He grabs the table that the fans have been chanting for all night. Hammerstein Ballroom never seems to fail on table spots here. The only place we've ever gotten a flaming table spot that actually successfully worked. Only a minute here. The Puff Lord of O-Block needs to get another pinfall if he wants to draw it into overtime. The Hurricanrana busting open Puff Lord here. Four games safe. Dylan Storm might run away with it. He is 3-1 on the and another Riders of the Storm. Only a minute to go. The dream of a double championship reign here by Troy Nolan is looking very grim. After Dylan Storm throws Nolan into here, showing that this Demon Prince here in TWF is truly capable of. I'm down for games. We're either going to do iRacing or iRacing or Minecraft. Unless we get the homies together. If we get the homies together, we'll end to do Skate 3. I mean, I know Dallas is on his way to work. He's not going to be able to play Skate 3 tonight. I don't know where Troy is. He's in the call with me. He's supposed to be calling the matches. Dylan Storm almost puts himself to the table. Put the death to the table. I say that fucking so dumb. What a spine buster. Dylan Storm with the win here. Yeah, you see, Dallas can't play skate. I don't know where Troy is. Getting King Be Strong, you know, Brandon Galaxy is a rarity. He is so busy with work. I'll try to get Mad Dog Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your Demon Prince.
The double champion Demon Prince, Dylan Storm. The double champion has fulfilled his story and proved that shit doesn't change the more you try. Let's do a rundown of our Monday Mayhem live at the Hammerstein Ballroom, ladies and gentlemen. We saw Austin Theory challenge returning Colt Danielson with a new look here, and he dyed his hair, got some swag now, and he beat the fuck out of Austin Theory. Bruce Ward made his debut here in TWF and just couldn't show that he had the pure honor. Matty Nolan was unsuccessful in challenging Sandra Sammartino here. Koshi Inamura did his best fighting against Doom Nivis. Reek and Nathan Hammerstone fought Kobe McCarthy and Dylan Parker here for the tag team titles. Felix Wagner and Harrison B did battle inside the steel cage, and these two went to war here. Harrison B dragging out Felix for the win. What a match it was. He's got to go back and watch that one. A fatal four-way Extreme Rules match here between Trevion Asino, El Tigre de Papuro, Brandon Galaxy, and El Vacío. Brandon Galaxy now the 7-time junior heavyweight champion here in TWF. A true master of that junior heavyweight division. Matthew James and Jacob Morrison fought each other valiantly backstage for almost 15 minutes, where Matthew James pulled ahead and knocked the snot out of Morrison. I don't think that these two are truly done. We saw Mariah Moreau successfully defend their TWF United States Championship here in a three-way dance. Samantha James and Riley Jones with a banger, with a quick match to end in a disappointing fashion because of the rope break. Riley Jones got the win. Steve Hollywood versus Garrett Rogers put on an awesome match, and Rogers thought he had him, but Garrett Rogers didn't realize that Steve Hollywood had the gas in him ready to go. I don't think that this is the end of this one. And Dylan Storm, now Dylan 2 belts, Demon Prince Storm, is the United States and World Television Champion. He is now a 6-time United States Champion. Is the Puff Lord of O Block. Troy Nolan was not able to get his dream of the TWF Television Championship and the US title. I've been Tagged Up Tyler. We're going to end stream, and we're gonna end stream so that way I can upload this, and we're gonna be right back. I'm gonna play some Skate 3. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to download DC Dark Legions. Make sure you drop a follow if you're not following yet. Make sure you join the Discord. Let's come and hang out and do some games. You know, I like to play games with the viewers. I love to do that. If we find more games to play together besides just WWE, come on. Like, Skate 3 is a 10-year-old game, and the servers still work online, and it's dumb fun. And we try hard, and we're just trying to do cool tricks. Do something crazy. Show me some shit I ain't never seen. But we'll be right back with some more Tagged Up Tyler content, as we're gonna end stream here and play some Skate 3 afterwards, after I upload this one. Alright? Bye-bye!